guys, and welcome back to my main channel. So today we're doing the boyfriend tag and we're gonna be answering some questions for you guys. First question is, where did you meet?
Well, we met in college.
We met doing performing arts in college.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just progressed from there, didn't it? Well, we started off as friends and you were the one who was flirting and that with me first and trying to ask me out.
Well.
He's dropped himself in it. Second one is, where was your first date at?
First date?
Yeah.
That was when we went to go see Black Panther. We went to go see the first one, Wakanda Forever.
That was our proper date, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the first
Our first proper date was when I took you to Mackey's.
No.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. The first time we met outside of college, we went to Mackey's.
Yeah, but that was with friends though. That's not a date, is it?
No, but that was the first time we met outside of college after you agreed to date me. So rule one, always take them to a cheap place. But that way you know they're not using you for your money. But
then when we went out just us two, like properly, when it was actually a proper date, we went to the cinema and went to watch that new Marvel Black Panther film. Yeah. Because we love nerdy films and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we did have McDonald's on the way back, didn't we?
Hey, you gotta love Mac.
Next question is, what's each other's favourite colours? Isn't yours like, what's it? It's like a reddy colour, isn't it?
Well, it used to be purple, and then it was burgundy.
Yeah.
Like purple and burgundy are like my two favourite colours, but I also wear black a lot.
Yeah, but what's my favourite colour? You should know mine.
Yours?
I told you several times.
Isn't it like that weird like colour, like that weird like teal colour?
Colour?
Or is it like that? Well, you always have like rainbow shit.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's my favourite colour. No, my favourite colour's turquoise.
Yeah.
It's like a bluey greeny.
That's what I meant, like that bluey greeny sort of.
Next one is, what was your first impression of me?
That you were the fittest girl in the class.
My first impression was when I first met you. You're a nice, kind person and caring that, and also you were just like really funny.
Bit of a div.
And also in my mind, I was like, I was just like, you know, you're just one of the people where you just stand out, you know, like in front of everyone.
That's what I mean. She's a bit of a hippie, guys. She likes vegetables. Oi!
Right, next one. What is our favourite food? What's my favourite food?
Well, you're a bit like me. You like all of like the pizza and the pasta stuff.
I love pizza.
You love Italian food, and like your favourite takeaway stuff is like either isn't it like Chinese is like your favourite like takeaway? Like
yeah, if it's like a takeaway, maybe like that.
Yeah, like China. You're like me.
But I love Italian.
You're like me. You like Italian, Indian, and Chinese food,
and then a bit of, you know, the squish, haggis. No, because I've got squish in my family and as well some half squish. What's our favourite places to go together?
Favourite places to go together, like when we go out on like nights out with our mates.
Yeah, you're
and
obsessed
stuff.
with going out.
But I was gonna say, if it's just like me and you, probably when we go out like to like do stuff, like when we go like when we went to like Harry Potter Studios and we did all of that stuff. We actually went on holiday and stuff. That was fun.
Yeah, but it's like also to places where, like in like around this area and things as well.
What?
Like things to do when you're also not going on trips and things. Just like normal DJ life, like places and that as well.
Oh.
Like me, I love going down to Gosport because obviously family, and then I love going down to the centre and like the beaches and the areas down there. You know what I mean? Things, and like going for walks and that around.
Yeah, walking's not really my go-to thing, Caitlin.
I know. Next one is who asked who out? You did.
I asked you out. You at first you turned me down, and then you asked me out. That's what happened.
Yeah. And then because I was like, well, I literally just broke up with someone, didn't I, at that time?
Well, let's be honest.
Then,
let's be honest. You were flirting. You were flirting with me whilst you were still with them.
But yeah, but it was but I didn't do it like, oh, I'm gonna go cheat on them. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I did it the right way. I ended it as friends, like calmly. So, and then I was had a break, and then I was thinking about stuff, and then I asked you, didn't I?
Basically, you had to wait a week or two, so it didn't look like you jumped directly from him to me.
But I was also having space for myself to like figure stuff out. And it was the first trip or holiday we went to, like the first one.
Wasn't the first time we stayed overnight somewhere together when we went to Harry Potter Studios?
Yeah. I love Harry Potter Studios in London.
That's what That's what I thought.
We've been to a few little trips. But if it was like over abroad holiday, it was Portugal and Spain when I went on that cruise.
Yeah, although we didn't go to half the ports.
But we're going... Well, it's been approved for my holiday, and we're going to be planning going to Scotland in July. So it'll be another...
Yeah, we need to book...
proper holiday abroad to my other hometown. My family's hometown.
We need to book the flights.
Yeah. The next one is, how long have we been dating? Like, how long have we been together? And known each other kind of thing.
Isn't it like 6, almost 7 years?
It's 7 years.
Yeah.
It was 7 years back in February.
Oh God. I was thinking of how long we've been dating. I wasn't counting how long we've known each other. Yeah, it is.
No, yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
And then obviously we got engaged.
October.
Yeah, October. So February is our anniversary, and that was our 7 years. And then October we got engaged, like the 3rd. Yeah, it was like kind of near the beginning of October. So yeah. What did we do for work? Well, I at the moment do full-time care work, caring for like elderly, independent people, and then you do like animal care at college stuff because you want to do...
Yeah, I'm doing my level 2 animal care so I can work with, because I want to be a dog handler basically. So.
Yeah, but I've had a few jobs in the past where I've done retail, a bit of like childcare, that wasn't, but, and then also other care things, just like a random lot of different jobs. And then doing this on the side as well. Next one is, what's our plans for the future?
Moving out first because we can't have the wedding until we move out.
We're trying to save up for that and also the wedding for the future because normally weddings cost loads as well.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing, isn't it?
Well, that the main
like
thing.
I live with you at the moment, don't I? Until we get our own place because nowadays it's expensive.
Yeah, because it's like there's no point. People are going to take this the wrong way, but there's no point wasting money on a wedding if you can't afford to have your own place to live in.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
How long have we had Nova for?
Oh, God. So she's, what, 3, 4? She's almost 4, isn't she?
Yeah, you said about 4 or something.
Yeah, she's almost 4
We got
now.
her in. Do you remember we got her in like near Easter time? Well, she wasn't born then.
No,
she
was born a few months beforehand. I think she was born like 2 months before Easter, so we got her when she was like 2-3 months old.
Yeah. So we've had her about 3-4 years. Is it now?
Something like yeah, it is. It is. It's like
it's because animals grow so quickly, don't they? Same with like kids and that.
Yeah,
This goes. The time goes
because
fast.
because in the half term we're gonna have to get her spayed because
we tried breeding, haven't we?
Yeah,
but that didn't work.
No, she wasn't having anything.
What made you like the other person? Me, it was your humour.
I
thought you were a nice guy when I first met you, and your humour, you're funny.
I thought well, one of the things is you actually found my jokes funny.
I know, and like you weren't really like, you know what I mean, serious like other people. You're just like, you just were yourself. You know what I mean? You don't really care about other people, just yourself. You don't care what like people think. You know what I mean?
No.
Like very up there. What's your favourite music? What's my favourite music? Like genre or... You should know.
I know who your favourite artist is because I always wind you up about it.
Yeah. But then I go through a stage of liking different kind of music, like genres, don't I?
Her type of music, your type of music is Michael Jackson. You can go from listening to Michael Jackson, listening to Nova Rockefeller, listening to Eminem, and then
what's my new one?
Next thing I know, you're listening to Avril Lavigne again, or listening to
Scottish,
to friggin' Scottish music, or sea shanties.
And then you go for a phase of listening to like back then Eminem and Biggie and all that kind of, to now like Ren and emo and stuff.
You're forgetting the country music.
And then they're trying to get you into some Scottish as well, in like sort of family stuff. Where are we from? I'm from Gosport.
And I'm
I was born. It says I was born in Portsmouth. In Gosport.
Yeah,
but
but Portsmouth Hospital is the nearest one to Gosport.
Yeah, but it's near that area. That's where I was born.
I was born Southampton.
Yeah. So yeah, basically I was born here, and my mum and all that was born up in Scotland. So they're not from there; they're from up in Scotland. So I'm like basically half, you know.
Yep.
Half Scottish, half.
And I'm 3/4 English and 1/4 Welsh.
What is something you do that I wish you didn't do?
Huh? What's something I...
Yeah, like things like annoy me. Like there's things you do that I also don't want you to do, like don't like kind of thing. Me, for example, you always leave.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Your ADHD basically literally is like, oh, I'm just gonna leave all my...
No, it's the... I will tidy that up later.
Yeah, until I trip
and then
over
it
it
doesn't,
like the other day.
and then it doesn't get tidied until like 3-4 days later.
Yeah, and then I have to do it. Save the washing. Until I make you do it. And then or some days you like, when I've had like very long days of like this one, you actually do it. You actually care. But I'm not. What are the things that annoy you from me then?
I can't think of anything straight. Oh, when I'm trying to like, it's like, but it's like if I'm trying to like, I don't know how to explain it. If I'm trying to talk to you about something, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you're just sat there editing a video and just not paying attention to anything I'm saying. Well, yeah, because I'm just like, okay, then I'm just gonna ignore you now.
Yeah, but if I like get stuck to something else, like my mind gets stuck to it, and then I can't concentrate, and I'll like mess up.
Welcome to my world. That's what I'm like if I'm trying to do my work, and you're distracting me.
Editing, like everyone knows as a YouTuber or like an influencer or any kind of content creator, when they're editing, it's just stressful. It's just everywhere. What do I spend hours doing? I do work outside of doing this, like my care work. Going to see family. Obviously shopping now and then, cleaning the house, like my room and stuff, like deep cleaning. You mainly do your...
I spend most of my time making the piles for her to deep clean. No, I'm joking. No. I spend most of the time at college, or if I'm not at college, I'm normally at the gym.
Yeah, I do gym as well now, but you go more than me.
Yeah.
So it's basically that, innit? Just housework and like jobs
just
outside
college and going to the gym, going to the shop sometimes.
Yeah, being just very productive and that most of the time. What places do you want to visit or travel to? Even if you can or not, but like just like the dreams of wanting to travel, go places, kind of thing.
You see, I would go back to America, but it's just whether I would be able to, because I don't know if I'm allowed to fly that far.
Yeah.
But also, but also, I would quite like to go to like just like go to different places that I haven't been before.
But you want to go to? You said you wanted to go to like Japan and that, didn't you?
Yeah, but
I don't know if you
the issue is it would probably be too far.
Yeah, but one of the dream places I wanted to go to that we're going to is obviously Scotland because of family. Other places I want to visit is France.
To be honest,
maybe Amsterdam.
To be honest,
Ireland.
To be honest, do you know what I was?
And maybe other hottest places.
Do you know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to go around Europe, to be honest, because it's easy to just like.
What about like Greece and stuff? Greece, like hotter place. Maybe.
I do eventually want to go back to Tenerife because Tenerife was bloody lovely when I went.
Yeah.
It's nice weather as well.
Yeah, you've been to like New York and Benidorm and all, haven't you?
Yeah, stuff. New York, Benidorm, Tenerife.
And obviously the recent ones Portugal and Spain went to, didn't we? Like Lisbon and that area.
Yeah, the furthest I've ever gotten is New York. Yeah. But I had to get permission from my doctor to fly that far.
What is your favourite movie and series?
Favourite movie? I don't actually know. That's so difficult.
I know one of my favourite movies that I've always liked since obviously I was younger, and that's Harry Potter.
Yeah, the Harry Potter films are like my favourite.
I like mythical and wisdom films.
The Harry Potter films are like one of my favourite. I said this to you the other day. The two series of films that I grew up on that are like my favourite are the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and the Harry Potter films. Actually, do you know what other movies I loved growing up? The live-action Scooby-Doo films.
Yeah.
1 and 2 were great.
But apart from that, at the moment, we also like them new documentary kind of films, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Coming out on Netflix, so that we watched recently, and they're really like... They like grab your attention, don't they? Very intrigued in that.
I'm into the documentaries where... Like, documentaries or like the series where it's all based on like true stuff.
Yeah.
Like the true crime stuff. We've been watching a lot of that stuff lately.
And then the series that I like is like Stranger Things. That's popular. I love that series. We like Money Heist.
Money Heist is one of my favourite series ever.
What else do we like? A bit of like kind of like Squid Game and Alice in Borderland kind of Asian-y kind of films. But they're just really good at actions and that.
Yeah. I mean,
Sabrina.
To be honest, I also just spend half the time on Netflix nowadays watching Raw and SmackDown.
It's mostly that, or we go into watching like a bit of YouTube, like people I watch on YouTube, which is like Zoe Sugg, and her family, and like Mark and that, because I've always watched them, and they're like my comfort YouTubers, and him. You like
I'm just always on Netflix watching Raw and SmackDown most of the time.
Yeah, but when you're on YouTube, you watch your cultaholic YouTubers and Sidemen and that, don't you?
Most of the time, yeah.
Do we see our future heading?
Hopefully out
My
of
words
this.
came out weird then.
Hopefully out of this house.
Where do we see our future? Well, yeah. I want our future to head towards also moving out into our own place and starting like a new fresh. And it's just kind of going from there and having a stable, good job, isn't it? And money coming in.
It's like I want to have our own place and everything else before we move out, and like have the wedding and all of the other stuff.
Right, that's the end of the boyfriend tag with all the questions we've got. Did you enjoy that? It's a bit like they get to know us then, don't they, as well? And what we're like and where we've been. And
do they really need to be tortured by getting to know me?
Yeah, but it's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you loved it. Comment down below what you think. Let me know if you want some more videos with this one. And we'll see you in the next one.
No, we should do one with the cat and see if she answers our questions.
Where is she?
Nova, do you want to answer any questions? We'll drag you in.
Anyways, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.